Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eddie the Man here from Let's Play the Nation, and today is another top 5 for you. Last week we did top 5 characters. Link down below in the description if you would love to see that. But today we're doing the top 5 maps, and what you're seeing scrolling through right now is maps from all of the Call of Duties, starting with Call of Duty 4, and I could not find any way, shape, or form to get World at War up on the video, but I do know the honorable mention I would love to give out for that. So, we'll start off with how we're going to do this. It's not going to be like a top 5 sort of deal, it's just going to be like throwing out maps that were good, and then giving the king... Like, I guess we could do going through each Call of Duties and then picking out like the top 3, and then the best one goes into the top 5. And then I guess I could try to figure out an overall best map, but I don't know. You'll just follow along and just, sit down, relax, enjoy whatever time it is for you right now, because we are going to talk about Call of Duty and Call of Duty maps. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Remember, if you do, drop a like. So we'll start with World at War. I didn't find any good pictures about getting all the maps of World at War. Plus, I don't have it on PS3, so I couldn't use my Hauppauge to take a picture of it. But that's going away from the topic. Right now, we have World at War, and I did try one of these commentaries before without actually thinking about it. And not knowing the maps for every game. Like, I knew a couple, and I was like, yeah, that map, but, I didn't really exactly know all of them. So, the honorable mention for World at War, first of all, getting ahead of myself again. First of all, let's just name out a couple. Airfield, Asylum, my first ever Call of Duty map that I've ever played. So, maybe for me, Asylum would be the best one, but we're not done yet. No, we are not. Outskirts was a good map. Downfall was a good map. Hangar, which I kind of have vague remembrances about. Cliffside, Upheaval. That's probably about it. Castle. Castle's a good one. Or wait, is Castle or Courtyard? Which one's that? I don't remember. The one with the... I think it might have been Castle. Yeah, it's probably Castle. And then you have Macon and Roundhouse, which was fun. And then you have maps like Nightfire, Corrosion, Subpens, Battery, Revolution, Knee Deep. I didn't play the first map pack on PS3 actually, but I got the second and third one. So my top 3 maps from World at War definitely go to Asylum, definitely go to Battery, have some great memories on that, and then I would probably have to say Airfield. And here's why. Asylum is my first ever Call of Duty map played. Yeah, it was in a private match with my friend. Asylum was the map that was defaulted because it was... I think they skipped Airfield for some reason whenever you go to a private match. But, yeah, so we played and we didn't know exactly what we were doing. So we both picked the same team. And, yeah, that didn't work out. So we 1v1'd, I guess, like the early 1v1s where we didn't know what the heck we were doing. But, so that's my first online map was... Oh God, was it CeeLo? Was it CeeLo? I'm pretty sure it was CeeLo. I took my PS3 out from my front room, and I plugged it into my front room using an Ethernet cord, and it was like hanging off. Yeah, it was CeeLo. It was like hanging off the table and stuff, and like half of it was hanging off, like plugged into the computer, and like it was stretching. And I played online on CeeLo, and I had fun. And like wires were spread out, and you couldn't walk through. I played 1 or 2 maps, and the first map was CeeLo, because my neighbor was there helping me pick out my name, Eddie the Man. I didn't come up with that name, it was my neighbor. So shout out to my neighbor, who I think moved last year. Not sure. Maybe? No, he moved, because, yeah, anyways. So definitely, those 3 maps, and I would probably have to give it to CeeLo. Even though Airfield was great for team play because it was big. Like game modes like War. You have War. War was the best game mode. And then obviously you have all those other classic game modes as well, like Search and Domination. Now Kill Confirmed and Demolition and stuff, and Team Deathmatch obviously. But I don't know. It's tough for me, and I haven't played this game in forever. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to CeeLo because as annoying as it was when you got trapped with the stupid tanks, it was still fun as hell to actually take it seriously and try to get out of it. Okay, like as an example, all right, I got the tank distracted by me. You run up and use your satchel charges or whatever, and grenades and try to blow it up, and then I would die, and he's running up, putting it on, running away. Tank gets him, someone shoots it, blows up. You've now gotten off. They're pushing back. You have the tanks, and now it's flip-flopped, and the map was big enough to the point where spawns were so far away. It was awesome. It was awesome. I have great memories of that. So I guess that's my honorable mention. Now let's get on to the top 5. We'll start with Modern Warfare 3. So that means I gotta come over here. No, we gotta start with Black Ops 2. I'm stupid. I'm a stupid mother. Anywho, Modern Warfare 2. Let's see. Not Modern Warfare 2. Black Ops 2. God dang it. You have maps like Aftermath and Hijacked and Raid, Slum, Standoff. Going into some of the DLC maps, you got maps like Grind, Mirage, Magma, Studio, which is a remake, which wasn't bad. Then you have maps like Rush and what's that one other map? Cove. Cove isn't a good map though. My top 3 for Black Ops, I would definitely have to say Grind, Magma, and Raid. Definitely. Raid was my first map played on Black Ops 2. That doesn't mean Raid's the best map, actually. I would probably... No, not Magma. Let's get rid of Magma so I can put in Standoff. I think Standoff is definitely a worthy contender for this game. I really do like Standoff as a map in general. Yes, granted, Standoff is considered medium-sized in Black Ops 2. You put it in Black Ops 1, compared to maps like Array and Cracked, Standoff would be considered a small map. But it's a medium-sized map compared to maps like Aftermath and Cargo. They're all really small, and you look at them and be like, wow, that could be really... Like the picture I have for Black Ops, you saw it in the beginning. It's just staying on one map. And you look at Aftermath, and I could definitely see Aftermath being a Modern Warfare 2 map. Could you imagine that? Aftermath in Modern Warfare 2. It looks like a Modern Warfare 2 map, but it's not. It's a Black Ops 2 map. But, I'm ranting right now. Gonna give it to Standoff for Black Ops 2. And, yeah. So, Modern Warfare 3. You got maps like Seatown, Bakara, Resistance, Hard Hat, Lockdown, Village, Fallen, Underground, Mission. There's a lot of solid maps on this game. And I don't have all the DLC, excuse me, but you have maps like Piazza, not Piazza, Plaza, my bad, Overwatch, and Black Box. I really do like these maps. And even some of the weaker maps, in my opinion, Interchange, Outpost, Arcaden, Downturn, Carbon, those maps were still really fun to play. You could easily get a full party going, and it doesn't matter what map it is, you're gonna do okay, But to narrow it down, I would definitely say the top 3 are Seatown, Village, and Lockdown. Because Lockdown could fit in Modern Warfare 2, Underground could fit in Modern Warfare 2, I could definitely see Village in Modern Warfare 2, Hard Hat in Modern Warfare 2. They probably used most of these maps in for Modern Warfare 2, but got scrapped. They put in maps like Afghan and Derail and High Rise and Terminal and Wasteland and stuff like that. And they used all the scrap maps that they didn't put in DLC and stuff and used it for Modern Warfare 3, which is not that smart. Like, it's not that bad of an idea. Yeah, I don't know. See, I'm looking at this even more, and I'm remembering all the stuff I did on these maps, and I'm stuck. So I'm going to have to just say Seatown, Resistance, and Village as the top 3 contenders, and all those maps are solid maps. But I'm going to have to give it to Resistance. Resistance is an overall great map for any mode. You can have fun on most occasions. Demolition, Search and Destroy, Team Deathmatch, doesn't matter. All those game modes flow well. Capture the Flag. Capture the Flag was a great game mode. I'm going to just have to give it, not a game mode, but great on that map. I'm just going to have to give it to Resistance. Now going back to Black Ops 1. Yeah. Looking at these maps, and I'm just not feeling any of them, Like, you have maps like Array, Cracked, Firing Range, Grid. Grid was a great map. I completely forgot about. Jungle was Summit, Radiation, Launch, WMD, and then some DLC maps. Let me just click this. Yeah, it's like Berlin Wall, Discovery, Convoy, Hotel, Stockpile, Hangar 18, Silo. All those maps were solid maps. It was definitely a solid map, like a game if you're just looking at maps, but overall Black Ops wasn't that good of a game, guys. Like, I don't know what I put in my top 5 Call of Duty games, but I know it was in the top. I know it wasn't the honorable mention, but it was an alright game overall. But I would definitely have to give the maps to Grid. I want to say Grind now, but Grid, Summit, and Radiation. I would probably have to give it to Summit. Summit was a solid map. It was right after Modern Warfare 2, and you got on, and you felt like those maps could be played on Search and Destroy. You felt it. And I had 1 or 2 YouTubers posting tactics, and I watched them for tactics, and I watched everyone else just for commentaries and gameplays and stuff like that. S&D for Dummies helped me out with Summit a lot. I did not like Summit, I think, to begin with. But he showed me Search and Destroy. He didn't personally show me. I watched his videos. And Summit was a great map after that. I still use his tactics whenever I get on Black Ops 1. So I'm definitely gonna have to give it to Summit. Summit was always a great game mode, or great game map to play on any game mode. It was always close in search. Domination was a little lopsided. It's okay though. And they brought it back as uplink in Black Ops 2. Yeah, Summit definitely gets the win in this game. Dang, we are moving right along. There's also solid DLC maps, which doesn't usually happen every now and then. Like Berlin Wall, Discovery, Convoy, Silo, Hazard, which was a remake of Cliffside from World at War. But yeah, so Summit definitely wins Black Ops. Let's move on to everyone's pride and joy, Modern Warfare 2. This should be interesting, guys. Modern Warfare 2. This is the game that started it all for the Call of Duty series. This was the Pearl Jam 10, the Nirvana Nevermind, the Beatles Sgt. Pepper, the Red Hot Chili Peppers Blood, Sugar, Sex Magic. So many other ones, like, how many other countless albums that put these bands in the map. This was the game that put Call of Duty on the map. U2's Joshua Tree. So many classic albums. Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. Pink Floyd's, Wish You Were Here, Pink Floyd's The Wall, Beatles Revolver, Beatles Abbey Road. So many classic maps, or so many classic albums. And this was the game that has so many classic memories and classic maps and classic, just classic. There's no many. You have maps like Afghan. You have maps like Estate, Favela, High Rise, Rundown, Rust, Scrapyard, Terminal, Skid Row, Invasion. You have DLC maps like Bailout, Salvage, Carnival, Trailer Park. Only 2 DLCs for Modern Warfare 2. And I could guarantee if you started playing Call of Duty, COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2 is the game that you put most of the days on. And let's say you kept playing until Black Ops 2, I can almost guarantee it, hacked or whatever, even if it wasn't hacked, Modern Warfare 2 is the game that you put all your time and effort in 2009 and 2010 to play. I can almost guarantee it. But there's just so many classic. I don't know how to. This is probably going to be the hardest game for me to narrow down maps. Obviously, the most obvious ones would be Favela, High Rise, Terminal, Scrapyard, and like Skid Row, and like Afghan. I know some people liked. Invasion was another good one. There's Corey. Remember Corey? Corey was really good. There's just so many classic maps, but man, I have to think long and hard about. Well, not really long and hard. Just I need to think about this for a second. I don't know. Can't decide. The most obvious one would be Terminal, because Terminal was great on Search and Destroy. Just map development in this game was so perfect. They had perfect sizes of maps. They had perfect, like, it was almost perfect for Modern Warfare 2 maps in general. Right now it's a tie between Terminal and High Rise right now for me. And then, like, for second place, you could throw in maps like Favela and Scrapyard. Like, those are the 4 maps that stick out to me all the time. Favela, High Rise, Scrapyard, and Terminal. Like, those maps definitely brought out the fun in Call of Duty and stuff. And then, like, for like team play and stuff, the hardest maps to play team-wise, I think, were Afghan, Skid Row, and Sub Base. Those were definitely some of the hardest ones. Some okay ones where it was like easy if you had a team of 6 or 5, but hard if you had a team of 2 or 3. Underpass, Wasteland, Rundown, maps like that. But I'm gonna give the win to High Rise. Michael Myers, just great public matches on Search and Destroy, domination even. High Rise was a solid all-around map, and Terminal definitely comes in at like a close second. There's no way to escape it. And then, just definitely going to give the win to High Rise. Maybe High Rise is probably one of the best maps, if not the best map. Although, even though I didn't pick it, I definitely think Terminal was probably the best map to come into the Call of Duty series. Maybe. Yeah, Terminal, probably, but anywho. And we are now on to Call of Duty 4. You got maps like Ambush, and you got maps like Countdown, Crash, Overgrown, Pipeline, Shipment, oh god, Strike, Vacant, Wet Work, and then you had DLC maps like Kill House and Creek. And then what else? Broadcast, Chinatown. A lot of solid maps on this solid game. Definitely going to narrow it down, though, because I have to. Well, I don't really have to. I want to. For me, I'm going to give it to Ambush. Like, the top, like, Call of Duty 4, we can all agree, is probably the best Call of Duty since Like, if you start at Call of Duty 3 with the start of the PS3 and Xbox, and you move on to now, where it's almost the start of the PS4 and Xbox One, Call of Duty 4 to Black Ops 2 is probably when it's in its, like, most popular stage. So we can all agree that Call of Duty 4 is probably the best Call of Duty to be made. There's still issues with it, no doubt. M16, Frag Times 3, MP5, hacks nowadays, even hacks then. I'm not saying that it's perfect. I'm just saying that there's still there's problems with it, but it's probably the most where the problems are there, but nobody really seems to care about it. You know? But, yeah, so I'm going to expand it to the top 5 maps in Call of Duty 4, and I'll pick, like, the top 2. Because for me, my top 3 would be Ambush, Block, and Pipeline. And that's usually not someone, whenever you say Call of Duty 4, people might think of Ambush, but they usually don't think of Block or Pipeline. They think of Shipment, Showdown, Wet Work, Crash, Crossfire, maps like that. That's why I'm expanding it out to the top 5, which is why the top 5 maps for me in Call of Duty 4, Ambush, Block, and Pipeline, definitely there. And then you have, for me at least, Countdown, and I might pick one of the more friendlier ones with, like, favorite maps that people usually think of, like Crash. Those are my top 5. Ambush, Block, Countdown, Crash, and Pipeline, which are a non-normal 5, but gonna give it to them. And the best, like, 2 maps out of those, probably Crash and Ambush. A small map and a medium-sized map. So there you have it, guys. The top... Sorry, I was holding that in. I couldn't hold it any longer, but the top 5 air quotations maps of Call of Duty, and probably the best map from each game, quickly to go over it, and then we'll give the runner, we'll probably say Black Ops 2 Standoff. I don't remember what I said earlier in this video. This could be bad. Like, Jesus, there's a lot of maps in Modern... I don't remember what I said in Modern Warfare 3. God dang it. Don't know what I remember. Resistance, I guess I think I said. Oh, God, this is so bad. I don't remember what I said. And then I'll give it... And then Radiation for Black Ops. So we've got Raid, Resistance, Radiation. Just realized that these are all R maps. High Rise for Modern Warfare 2, and I'll give it to Crash for Modern Warfare 2. So between those, probably gonna have to say High Rise. High Rise is definitely maybe my favorite map in the Call of Duty series. High Rise, Terminal, Standoff, Ambush, Pipeline, Launch, Radiation, Summit. Those are probably some of the best Call of Duty maps to be put in the Call of Duty franchise. For Modern Warfare 3, Resistance, Lockdown, Village, Mission, stuff like that. Those are probably the best maps to come in, but the best overall map is probably High Rise or Terminal. You can throw in. Those are 2 tied ones. Probably going to have to give it to one of them. Those definitely deserve the top map in a Call of Duty history. So, yeah. That's my top 5. Sort of. Kinda. I don't know, because... Never mind. We're running really long on this video, but, yeah, those are my top 5. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and favorite. I'll try to keep these somewhat like 20 minutes and me not rambling like I am now. But, So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do for the next top 5. I have a couple ideas. I don't. Obviously, the most easy way to go is best assault rifle, SMG, LMG, stuff like that. I don't want to get into that yet. I think I know what I'm gonna do next. I think you guys are gonna enjoy it too. So subscribe. Make sure you don't miss the next one. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video, whatever it may be. Goodbye.